Hey, everybody. Welcome back to East Kentucky Works podcast. I'm Jennifer Breeze, one of your co-hosts.
And I'm Jaeclinn Kaiser.
Hey, Jaeclinn. How has your week been going?
It's been going good. Super busy. This weekend, I spent my time watching college cheer nationals. If you know anything about me, I went to Morehead State, and they had nationals this weekend. They took 4 teams, and it was crazy. So much going on. Usually I go, and this year I couldn't. So I literally was glued to a TV or computer. I literally had it on both screens, just like up and running and ready to watch all weekend. My husband was probably like, "Okay, girl, I'm done with the cheer."
I would love for you to do a cheer for us sometime. Would you do that?
For sure.
Maybe off camera. You could.
Yeah. MSU
Okay.
Go Big Blue. You got it. How's your weekend?
I was doing Burr. It's cold in here.
Okay, bring it on.
Because it is freezing. It's so cold. And that's basically the summary of our weekend, right? Like everything was canceled. We got
everything's still getting canceled. Schools. It was negative 5 degrees this morning.
Yeah. It's pretty chilly here.
I can't even say take me to the beach because it's snowing there too. So
yes, that's bananas. That's so crazy.
That's so cool.
No, but we had a good weekend, and my son in his last basketball game, their team actually won for the first time, which was like so exciting because they were getting, I hope he doesn't listen, but they were getting creamed like every single game. And it was painful to watch at a certain point, but they won and he felt so good. It was great.
That's good. That's so good.
Yeah. So let's dive into our workforce stuff. This week, we're going to be, I wanted to highlight some of the amazing opportunities we have in as far as training and certifications go, because this is another thing I had no idea before working with EKCEP, how much is out there for people. And it's just really cool. So let's dive in. This is for job seekers, anybody that is unemployed, underemployed, or maybe looking to upskill their career path. We want you to know that there's amazing opportunities to get training paid for through our WIOA offices and things like that. And so we're going to dive into some of those details. And it's also, this would apply for if you're an employer who's listening, don't check out, because you might be able to get your current employees upskilled through some of these trainings that we're going to talk about. Sure. So, Jaeclinn, start us off. When you think of these trainings and certifications that we have, is there anyone in particular that comes to your mind first?
The first thing that I think of is probably Teleworks USA, which is our remote jobs. It's Teleworks is Eastern Kentucky's premier work from home employment service. And I think a lot of people nowadays, especially since after COVID, want to work at home. I know we've talked about that in the past.
Yeah.
And Teleworks is great because it gives an opportunity to people looking for jobs and allowing them to not have to relocate to find a job that they want to do. You don't have to leave your home. Like we said about the barriers, there are so many great things that are going on with remote jobs in Teleworks.
Totally. Yeah. So in Teleworks, you can access on our EKCEP website, or you could go into your local career center and ask them, like, hey, can you tell us about Teleworks? In fact, our Teleworks staff has meetings like every month. They're set up in different places around our 23 county service area, offering free workshops. So if you're even remotely curious, like follow our webpage or go to the Teleworks Facebook page. We're always putting up new
we always have events and things
informational sessions. That's what we call them.
Yes, they always have informational sessions. Literally, there's at least one once a month, but there are usually multiple, one in literally each county. So I think that's great. They're definitely getting the word out and definitely helping people find those jobs.
Yeah. So if you're a job seeker, you would want to try, pop into one of those and and just see what you would need to qualify for. And a lot of those jobs are customer service related. And so we're really excited about a certification program that we have in development. Actually, it's open for enrollment right now. This is in partnership with the Appalachian Institute for Workforce Development. We partnered up with the University of Cumberlands, and we're offering this free online training program to prepare people for customer service jobs. And when you take this, it's going to totally help you. Your resume is going to rise to the top of the stack because you're going to be so prepared to jump into a customer service job or ask for that promotion, or just you're going to be much more qualified for remote positions that we offer through Teleworks and other places.
Yeah, and it's so great that the certification is free to get. You get a certification, the training's free. Literally all you have to do, it's super easy. Go to your Kentucky Career Center that's closest to you
Mm-hmm.
and ask them about it, and they can get you qualified and set up. And it's going to be so much easier to, especially if this is the first time that you've never had a job before. It's going to be so much easier to get a job after you've had this certification, like you said.
Yeah, yeah. Because when you're job searching, a lot of times people are like, well, maybe you got to go back to college, and you don't. A lot of people are not interested in going back to college because that typically for a lot of people might mean going into debt to be able to pay for that.
Yes.
And these trainings and certifications, eliminate that for you. We're going to be able to help pay for not only your tuition, but also like transportation if that's an issue, childcare if you're not able to. You need somebody to watch your kids while you go to classes. Like there's so much that we can help you with so that you can get these training and certifications like under your belt and done without ending up in tens of thousands of dollars of debt like you might if you were going for a traditional college degree.
Yeah, like we said in I don't know if it was our last episode or the episode before that, but we're definitely trying to break down these barriers, helping people be able to get meaningful careers, meaningful jobs, and help you truly upskill your in the workforce for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. So another one that's really cool is EKME.
Yeah, this is
Um,
really cool because you're going to this on Friday, right?
I am. There's a
Yes.
graduation. A cohort of students have already just gone through their program. They're graduating this Friday, so I'll be there taking pics and cheering everybody on.
Yes, that's so exciting.
Yeah. So tell me about or tell us about EKME.
Yeah,
What kind of
so
a certification is that?
it's a 16-week training for adults and then 9 months for young adults. They get to train with state-of-the-art equipment and learn how to program, set up, and operate equipment. Um, the Eastern Kentucky Advanced Manufacturing Institute is what EKME stands for. It's located in Paintsville. The training provides a bunch of opportunities and machines and robotics and stuff like that. So it's super cool.
Yeah. So if you're kind of in the you like to work with your hands and machinery, and like this is a great opportunity because um, from what I understand, a lot of these students that as they're graduating, like they're already getting put into jobs like right off the bat. They're not going to just
Yes.
sit there holding that certificate and still not having the job. They're getting hired. And our staff is there to help place you into jobs when you do get your degrees and or your certifications.
Yeah, and for eCammy, we can cover some of that costs for them, which is great. It's not all of it, but it is a big chunk of it, which definitely helps out, like we said before, those barriers
Hmm.
and getting that training down pat.
Yeah. So, what are some other certifications that you're seeing people get through our EKCEP programs?
Yeah, so I actually just made some flyers for Northeast, which is one of our contractors, about the linemen in the SRNA. These are great trainings to go to, especially if you are not wanting to go to school after high school, if you are youth, these trainings really help you a lot. Especially not everybody has to go to college. So
Yeah. So, SNRA, what does that stand for? Do you know?
yeah, so SRNA stands for State Registered Nurse Aide.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
did I
so
reverse the letters on there?
a little bit, but it's okay.
Oh,
So
sorry.
they're health professionals who work under the supervision of registered nurses, to provide long-term care in
Yeah.
hospitals and other facilities. And you can just get this first, and then if you want to become a registered nurse in the future, this is kind of like the pre-training to wanting to get that.
Yeah. And the medical field is one of the fastest growing areas in workforce development right now. Like there's the I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's highly in demand medical
Yes,
field jobs. So
for sure,
this is
always.
one that you definitely want to pursue.
Yeah, and we partner with ACTC on that. They help do a lot of the training, the schooling, whatever you're needing for that too.
Yeah.
At least for Northeast, that's who we are partnering with for sure.
Hmm. They're awesome. We partner with them on a lot of our certifications, and we're super grateful for that partnership with the community technical college system.
Yes.
So there's some other really exciting trainings available. I mean, we can't probably mention them all on this show, but I wanted to make sure that I mentioned like getting your CDL. Um, that's a really high in demand skill, and lots of opportunities to work in our area or long distance. Like the sky's the limit with once you get your CDL. We have lineman training. So for those of you that I think that's a very well paid position and gets you outdoors and lots of adventure and bringing people something that we all need. Like you don't even realize how much you love your electricity until it's gone, right? And then suddenly, like,
Yes.
linemen are our heroes. We thank you so much.
Yeah.
We want
Yeah, and
our
like we said, we do partner with a lot of people that, we help be able to pay for these things, but they really help with the trainings,
Mhm.
which is awesome.
Yeah. Um, we mentioned the healthcare field. There are besides the medical assistant. You can get on a track for phlebotomy. There's a lot of things that happen there, and then we mentioned that this episode was also for employers. So if you are an employer and you have people that you want to upskill, maybe you've got some people on staff and you're like, man, I wish this person could do this skill, or I wish this person had their CPR training, or different things like that. We call that in our industry incumbent worker training, and we have a whole host of ways that we can help you upskill your current employees and get them training so that you're able to stay on the forefront of what you need for your business.
Yes, for sure. And we'll have a few special guests on in the coming weeks to talk a lot more about that. That's their
Mhm.
craft, that's what they know about. And hearing from them and getting the true insights going to be great.
Absolutely. Yeah. So stay tuned for the future episodes, because we're going to start switching into having some guests on the show, which will be new for us. And we're so excited.
Yes, I'm excited to get to actually talk to other people too and pick their brains about everything that we do.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because the people that are coming on, they're in the trenches, like they're working with all of the employers and job seekers, like one-on-one. And so they are just a wealth of knowledge.
Absolutely.
I learn something new every single time I sit down with these
Yes,
ladies.
same.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So let's switch into our local labor market limelight. Jaeclinn, what do we got to share with people this week?
Yeah, so we have a few exciting things happening at EKCEP. Jen actually has crafted a great newsletter that is starting to go out and that we're starting to hint about this week. You don't want to miss out on anything with that. She can talk a little bit more about that, but we're also putting out a new website by the end of the month, which is going to be so great. We've been working on it forever. Travis, he's been working on it, our IT guy, the communications
Travis Winkler,
department.
shout out to you.
Shout out Travis. We've been working on it forever, so it's gonna be so exciting to actually get it out there, get it to the people, and just have a whole fresh website for this new year.
Yeah, for sure. I do want to talk a little bit more about the newsletter. So the newsletter is going to be this, again, for job seekers and employers or policymakers, like anybody that's interested in workforce. You're going to want to be on this list because we're going to be talking about, the most up-to-date job openings. We're going to be talking about events, job fairs, career fairs, hiring events. We're going to be talking about just a whole host of things within this newsletter that's going to keep you up to date. And it'll be coming out monthly starting at the end of January. So if you want to get on this newsletter and see our debut edition of it, you would go to EKCEP.org, and there's a sign up box at the bottom, and super easy. And we promise not to spam you. It's going to be just like a monthly newsletter or an occasional in between if there's something really important we feel like our audience needs to know. Sometimes it's just more efficient to get things to you via email versus hoping you'll see it on social media. So, yeah. Super excited about the newsletter. It's called the East Kentucky Works newsletter. So
yes, so much fun stuff happening at EKCEP. You guys are not going to want to miss it. But that's all that we have for you guys today. If you're looking for a job, want to advance your career, or if you're a business leader looking for skilled workers, EKCEP is here for you. You can find more information about EKCEP and all of our services at ekcep.org or visit your local Kentucky Career Center job site, and you'll find the links to everything we mentioned today in the show notes. But we hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you for the next pod.
All right. See ya.
Bye, guys.